Alright, you guys, so it's Medium Emery. Hello, everyone. I wanted to talk about mediumship. So here's another video on mediumship. I just wanted to discuss on how the connection is itself and what requires of it. The main focus is just the connection to having that open channel, like a radio, that open channel of trust and knowing, and the five senses, like I said in the other videos. Now, once you practice enough, once you get in tune with it enough, once you start trusting enough, it will get to a point where even the information you will receive from spirit, you'll be always learning something new every time you do a reading. Every time. Every time you hear spirit saying something to you, it'll always be eventually something new. Like, for example, I've had readings where the actual spirit has told me they haven't crossed over yet, that they're in that between section, which is considered an earthbound spirit, where they have not reached the light, that they're getting there, they're transitioning to that point, but they haven't reached the light. Doesn't mean they're in darkness, doesn't mean they're in hell, does not mean anything like that. It just means they're in that point where they just have not let go of their identity that they had in that lifetime. Like, let's say they were your grandpa, your grandmother, they have not let go of their identity yet to allow their soul, their spirit to transition on and move forward. So I've had spirits that told me those things, and I've even been like, oh my goodness, what does that mean? I don't communicate with spirits that are from the other side? Of course I do. These are spirits that are going to be a part of the other side. These are spirits already heading towards the light. These are spirits that are open to the intention and possibility of becoming close to source and reuniting with source again to that degree. Now, we go to the whole controversy of different beliefs, and for example, like, my mother is part of a Christian community. She just became Christian. I mean, she's been Christian, but she just became part of that community recently. And, their belief is that they think mediumship, psychic work, anything that has to do with, spiritual light work is considered the devil, is considered a negative form of witchcraft, a negative form of communicating with the devil, because once you pass on, you're not supposed to communicate with spirit, because a spirit's supposed to be ready in heaven, right? So with that, I have obviously different beliefs on that. I first off, I don't believe in religion. I don't have a religion. I am an open-minded person. I believe God is everything and everywhere, and we are God, and in the sense of we are an extension of God and source. So I don't feel like spirit is just stuck on the other side. I feel like spirit can totally bring signs to us, come down and communicate with us all the time, every day, with different physical signs, different signs, mental signs, mental impressions towards you, like in the sense of a thought, a song being played, or like an emotion, that moment you're thinking of something, you become emotional, things like that. So I believe spirit can come back down and go back there. They could be in 10 places at the same time. That's another thing. I believe that spirit can be communicating with me. While communicating with me, this is something that happens a lot as well. Well, spirit's communicating with me sometimes, and I'm giving a reading for somebody over the phone or somebody that I'm writing to, they will sometimes tell me something that the person I'm reading for, like, they'll sometimes give me information about, like, for example, what the person I'm reading for, like, what they see in front of them. They'll be like, oh, by the way, tell her about, like, a frame and the statue or something. And then when I mention that to them, they'll be like, oh my god, I'm sitting in front of this frame and this statue right now. So that's their way, that's Spirit's way of saying, listen, I'm with you right now while I'm communicating with the medium. So that's another thing to know, that Spirit can be in more than one place at the same time. And also, yeah, it just requires a lot of practice, practice on people. And once again you start feeling, I'm sorry, I'm actually sleepy and I'm just talking, rambling to you guys because I just really feel like I want to talk more about these things. Once you're confident enough, once you trust everything that you receive at some point, you will be confident enough to just be open to giving somebody a reading and not be scared to be wrong or right or whatever. It's what you do, and if they don't appreciate what you do, then the hell with them. If people really want to have a reading with you, they're usually open to it, and they're nice about it. If they're not nice about it and they're just gonna be mean to you, abuse you about it, it's not worth your time to give them a reading, period. It's good to give readings to skeptics, but they have to be open to it. It's not good to give a reading to somebody that's just going to treat you like crap. That's not fair. So you guys, I hit my toe earlier against the door, door caught on my toe. It hurts so bad, and it feels like I can't even walk. It's so bad. So it's healing now. But besides my toe, we're talking about mediumship here. So yeah, I also want to say that this in regards to my video about protection prayer, you will eventually learn also when to shut down and when to open up. And once you know to do that, you can deal with your daily life in the streets and not pick up on spirits. And that's what I go through. I have my moments I don't pick up on spirit, and there's some moments where I'm just sitting there, and I just, earlier today I went to my boyfriend's friend's house to see him and his daughter and his girl, ex-girlfriend, whatever, but the parents of his daughter that were all good friends. And while I was there in his house, I felt this strong grandfatherly figure, very tall man, very kind, sweet, genuine personality, nice smile, but this guy was tall. This male was tall, and he was in the house there, and I felt him very much around my boyfriend's friend's mom and around the baby, and he was there nonstop. And at some point I was just like, I know you're there, but I'm gonna let you go because I want to just have fun here in my physical life, right now, in this moment. So I appreciate you coming and acknowledging and letting me acknowledge you, but I'm gonna just focus on the moment right now with my family and friends. So that's another thing that you'll learn eventually, that you could shut down and open up whenever. And you'll learn to want to just shut down sometimes to be able to enjoy yourself and in your physical life as a human. Because, we do come here to be humans and to experience this life as a human. We can't be always open to source and open to spirits 24/7. It's just, you can't do this for yourself. If you want to, I'm not saying you can't, you shouldn't, but it's just up to you. It's based on my perspective, that's how I feel, but it's up to you. Anyways, that was a quick talk, 10-minute talk on mediumship. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm sleepy, I'm falling asleep, but I love you guys, and many blessings to the stars and moon and back, and be happy. And if you would love a reading with me, click my website below and check out my Medium Memory Facebook page. Yeah, I would love to give you guys readings. Love you guys. Take care.